Okay. Hey, sweet guys and girls, we are going to be reading for purpose and understanding, and we're going to answer questions about our story today, okay? That's our goal and our target. When we read, we blend sounds together. Remember how we did that? Practice with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blend. Good job. Sometimes when we read, we come across some tricky words too. Remember those old tricky words?
Yeah.
They're tricky, aren't they? Point to our tricky word wall. There it is. There it is. But if you'll turn back and point to these words, Miss Renee wrote some tricky words for you that's going to be in our story today. Let's go over them. What is that tricky word? Two. The. Or there's another way sometimes we read it. We could do either way. Yes. Oh, that's our brand new one. Remember, just pretend like those two are there. And you say, were. Okay. Says. Eyes up this way. Look at that. Says. Of. And. Oh, you are great readers. Let's go over them really fast again. To, the, were, says, of, are, and know. This brand new one that we've been practicing, were, it's the past tense of are. We use are when it's happening right there, like we are reading. But when we want to say something that's already happened, we use the word were, like we were reading. We were. So those words are going to be in our story today. There's also going to be some tricky words in there that like go, oh, I don't know that word. It's kind of called a vocabulary word. And the vocabulary word that's going to be in there is the word munch. Everybody repeat. Munch. What does munch mean? Quiet hand if you know that. Oh, some people know that word already. Bradley, what does munch mean? You munching on something? Munching on paper? Oh no? Tell me more. Tell me more. What are you thinking? Munching on food, eating? Do you guys agree with him?
Yeah.
You are so right. The word munch is a really fancy, I like to say spicy word for the word eat. Here's this line one for eat. Like we do. Eat. What? Yeah, munch. Like Molly likes to munch on an apple between meals. That's going to be in their story. Can you do that for me? Munch, 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 munch. And stop there. Remember, eyes are up here. Okay? We use all of those skills. We use tricky words, blending, and vocabulary to think about the story as we're reading, okay? Kind of like a movie in our minds as we're reading. We're thinking about reading. So we're going to read the story about the characters Zach and Anne at a pond. Touch your nose if you've ever been to a pond. A pond is like a body of water, a little body of water. We've been to a pond at the zoo the other day, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. So I want you to pay special attention to who thinks bugs are no fun. Okay? Okay, you ready? Eyes up here, okay? Can you help me read it? Bug and frog. Oh, you did read. Zach and Anne sit next to the pond. Good job. Look at that punctuation. Zach says the pond is a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, exclamation point. I wish I were a bug. What does Zach say? Oh my goodness. These things here are called quotation marks. That means Zach said, I wish I were a bug. Oh, Ready? Why? Says Anne. Bugs are no fun. Anne is right. You agree with her? Okay, let's keep reading. No. Let's keep reading, okay? Bugs zip and hum, says Zach. Ooh, can you zip and hum like bugs? Bzz. So he thinks it's because it's zipping them.
Yes!
Oh, I love how you're looking this way. Good readers. Blending with me. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. I need all my sweet friends. Okay, here we go. Frogs hop and splash. Oh, look at that consonant blend right there. Okay. And munch on bugs. I wish I were a frog, says Anne. She wants to be a frog. I will not wish I were a bug. Oh, Zach quips. Oh, that's like a little smirk, like hee. Yeah. Zach and Anne had fun at the pond. Ooh, they, boys and girls, we haven't studied that and you know it already. That is a tricky word. It is. You are so smart. That is a tricky word that we'll be studying in a couple of days. They will tell Mom and Dad. Great readers. Oh, boys and girls, are you ready to read with your study buddies? Okay, when you read with your study buddies, I want you to do this. You're going to ping pong read. So your study buddy's going to read a sentence, and you're going to follow along with them and watch them read, and then you're going to read a sentence, the next sentence, okay? So they'll read, you'll read. They'll read, you'll read, okay? Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, can't wait to watch you read. Remember, you point as well. Use your tracker. And then 54, look at the numbers. So you're on 21, so we're going to do a big chunk. Okay, and there's 45. So is that closer to 54? Good job, okay. Remember, use your tracker finger when you're reading, okay? That helps you stay on track. And blend your sounds together. Get your mouth ready. And sit. And do your sounds. Est. Blend them together. Good job. Study buddy, remember you can help her too, okay? A gift from Mom. What page is that on? 50. While we're waiting for our friends to finish, would you guys go back and read that one? Because the more we read,
The more we write.
the more we can be writers as well. You're right. The more we read, the more we know. And we practice. You're almost there. There you go. Read that one. That was a great one while you're waiting, okay? Well, friends are finishing up. We got one more team. Would y'all go back and find the story, A Gift from Mom? Do you remember that great story? You remember the gift that she gave them?
Yeah, a puppy dog.
Uh-huh. Okay. One. Oh, boys and girls, turn on those wonderful brains. I know they're on already, but turn them up for the volume, because I want to know what you remember about the story, okay? I got some really cool questions for you. Are you ready for them?
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me, what does Anne say that makes Zach change his mind about wishing he was a bug? Caleb, what do you think? Do you guys agree? Yeah, frogs munch on bugs. Do they hop and splash?
Yes.
They also hop and splash, don't they? Okay. Why does Zach say he wished he were a bug? Okay. Yes, sir.
Because he might be eating a bug.
He likes a bug. Anybody want to add to that question? Why does Zach say he wish he were a bug? Yes, ma'am.
Because he thinks they are cool.
He thinks they're cool. Yeah. Would you like to add to that as well?
They think they can fly, and he thinks they just look cool, and they can just like go and hum and also zip. That's what it said in the book.
That's the words that's in the text. That's what it said. So where do Zach and Anne sit at the beginning of the story? Where are they at? Yes, Kazaria? Where are they sitting at the beginning of the story? Would you like to keep thinking a little more? Could we look back in the story and find it?
Yes.
We could, if you'd like to try that and find the text that says that. Who would like to answer that question? Where are Zach and Anne sitting? Yes, Gabby? Next to the pond. They're sitting at the pond. Who are the characters in this story? Yes, ma'am. Zach and Anne are the characters. Okay. Now, if you could be a bug, if you could choose a bug, knowing this story now, what bug would you choose? Turn to your study buddy and ask him, if you could be a bug, which would you choose?
I want to be a butterfly. I want to be a golden butterfly. I want to be May I left my butterfly ring down at the bathroom.
Okay, we can go get it in a little while.
I want to be a butterfly, but I want to have my kind, the orange one. I want to be with a white dot.
Make sure you're telling your buddy too. Okay? So you have to talk.
A butterfly to be golden. I want to be golden with pink too. Because puppies are so
Okay, Red Robin. Belly buttons to me, eyes on me in 3, 2, and 1. I heard you say that you wanted to be a butterfly. I'm assuming that's because we have the caterpillars that have emerged. A lot of you said that. I did hear someone say, I want to be a bee so that I can sting my predators. Oh my. Okay, if you could ask these characters a question, what would you ask them? If you could ask them a question. Oh, quiet hands, what we're waiting for, Vadi. Yes, ma'am?
Why do you want to be a bug?
Why do you want to be a bug? That's a great question. What would be your question, Kazaria? Thank you for... Why don't you want to be a bug? Okay.
Why do you want to be a frog?
Why would you like to be a frog? Caleb, what's your name? Would you say that for me again? So I can... Oh, how long did you wait at the pond to see a bug? Those are great questions. Hey, whisper me your question if you didn't get to share it with me. Whisper it. Okay. Oh, and good. I caught it and stopped. Boys and girls, I heard lots of great questions. Thank you for that. Hey, there was a really spicy word that you guys read today. It was not the plain word like eat. It was something else. What was that cool word that you... Oh, quiet in, quiet in. Yes, yes, Vadi, I love it. Munch, everybody say munch. Munch. Repeat it again, munch. Munch. Can you act out munch for me? Munch. Oh, I bet you can visualize a character in the story, but he didn't really say anything. The character that liked to munch on something. Can you visualize what character? Whisper and tell me what that is. The frog. Okay, close your eyes. Pretend like you're at the pond with Zach. And you see a frog. Do you see it? Okay, oh, and the frog is sitting there. He's waiting for what? Bugs. dots. Okay, oh, one comes by. Do you visualize it? Oh, and the tongue comes out. You see it uncurl and snap. He brings it back in. Do you see it? He is, what is that word? That cool word? Spicy? Munching on a bug. Oh, my sweet friends.
Frogs don't have any teeth, but they can still munch.
Oh, why do frogs do not have any teeth, but they can still munch? Is this a joke? Is it a question? That's a great question. Do you think we should do some investigation and some research to find that answer? We could, couldn't we? We could go on our mind. Okay, so boys and girls, we have a wonderful page here, and I want you to go back to your desk in just a minute, and you're going to illustrate what you just saw, the word munch at the pond. Munch. And you're going to write the word munch right here in those beautiful lines, okay? The best handwriting you've got. And guess what you get to use?
What?
Markers. Repeat.
Markers.
Would you please stand up? If you have a book, you are going to go and put it in the box. And you're going to tiptoe to your desk and get your